All right, yes, people, welcome to the Real Talk Football TV podcast. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We've got Tobias 906, myself, Shaq. We go straight off into the game. Liverpool 1, Crystal Palace 1. We're supposed to do this at 6 o'clock, but 1906 was gassing and said, let's do this at 10 so we could win and we could bash Tobias, but it went complete pear shape. 1906, talk to me, man. What happened?
What happened is we've got Andy Carroll playing for us. That's what's happening. We've bought a new Andy Carroll stroke Suarez. He's going to bite someone's ear off. I'm telling you, it's only a matter of time. He's going to bite lips, ears, nose, all kinds. What is he doing?
That was absolutely terrible. I do not understand. Well, we'll just go straight into Nunes part because you've said the Nunes thing. He's cost us 2 points. We were totally dominant in that game.
How many more is he going to miss? How many more is that man going to miss? I can't believe. I don't know. Where's Origi? Where's Origi?
You know what? The first half.
Bring back Origi.
Wait. The first half. Wait. 906. When he put the cross in, I think it's by Harvey Elliott, put the ball in back post. And he took a touch. And he's mishit it. And he's hit the post. You know what? I'm like, I'm not killing him yet. Oh,
I'll tell you, lucky. He's scored lucky goals in pre-season, right? Some lucky ones. Some carry-on football business going on there.
But the thing is, in the second half, I think Salah's played him in. Like, he looked like he was going to fall over his own feet.
Come on.
I was like, he couldn't coordinate his body to get in the right body shape to receive the ball. And then he shot with his left foot and he scuffed it again and it's hit Ward and tries to claim a handball.
Oh.
And then he could have turned on his right foot and struck it.
Listen.
He didn't know what to do. He was turning like
he should have got a red card for that, mate. He should have got a red card for that.
And in his defense, I don't rate Nunes like that. But apparently, that's what Lewandowski was like when he first went Dortmund.
You know what? I'm not kidding him. I think there's more. I think there's more to him.
Yeah, there's definitely more.
I don't think so, but I'm just throwing it out there. Just giving you a little hope.
Right, we'll see.
On some hopes there.
I think he does some good things. He does some really bad things. And I think wait, 96. When he does some bad things, but he's threw away the game for us. He's threw away the game. Go on, 96. Go on.
No, I'm saying he's going all season. He's going to be knocking hamburgers out of people's hands in the stadium. That's all he's going to be doing. All he's going.
I'm not killing him yet, but I do believe he's killed us. We should have had 3 points.
Yeah.
But saying that, I think there's more fundamental problems with Liverpool. Our ability to stop counterattacks. I watch us at midfield. There is no legs in there. None. There is no legs. We control the game. It's basically, if you're a team who's near the mid-table or bottom of the table, just hang in there. Just hang. That's what you literally just hang in, because Liverpool are going to give you a chance. You can nick the ball in midfield. There is no legs in there, and you're basically 1v1. And I don't understand another thing. How is Klopp starting Nat Phillips ahead of Gomez? No, I thought he was injured. How is he starting Nat Phillips ahead of Gomez? Gomez arguably is England's best defender when fit.
Yeah.
Why are you shaking your head like that? Because don't do Harry Maguire. He's arguably.
I wasn't saying Harry Maguire. I don't know how. He doesn't play enough to arguably get in anywhere.
Bruv, ahead of Nat Phillips, who was on loan at Bournemouth. Yeah, but it doesn't matter. He starts.
Arguably the best English centre half. Yeah, he doesn't play enough.
Bruv, tell me who's better than him. When he's fit, tell me who's a better centre half than him. There isn't.
How much does he play? Everyone plays well sometimes.
He doesn't play well sometimes.
He doesn't play enough.
He's been unlucky with bad injuries. Injuries.
That may be the case, but he doesn't play enough.
All right, but my opinion is that he should be starting ahead of Nat Phillips, no matter what.
They're kicking you to be injured.
Every group that I've been in, sort of like picking a team for tonight, Gomez was in it.
I couldn't believe it. I thought he was injured when I saw Nat Phillips.
Every chat group that I was in,
I swear one of you said Gomez was in the warm-up.
That's what 1906 is saying. He was injured in the warm-up. I was like, nah, bro. If I saw him on the bench, I saw the name on the bench. I was thinking, how the hell is Nat Phillips starting ahead of Gomez? That's one. But two, the biggest fundamental is midfield. I think we've got no legs in there.
You've got
No, I think we've got legs going forward, but technically we haven't got those legs coming back.
All right, go. Speak. 906, go on.
No, I think technically we've got legs. We've got Carvalho in there. You know what I mean? You've got your Diaz's in there. We've got legs, but defending, getting back and positioning, I don't think that's where we falter. That's when the counter-attacks come from.
1906. No, they don't. 1906. In midfield, forget the wide players. In midfield, you had Harvey Elliott, Fabinho, and Milner. That equals no legs whatsoever.
Milner should never have been on tonight.
No, but I think he played all right. But the problem is, I think he was all right.
No, he gave the ball away.
Listen, no. I don't know what. Listen, I don't know what game you was watching. But overall, Liverpool dominated the game. But the problem is that Crystal Palace always carried a threat because we can't stop counterattacks from midfield. That's what we haven't replaced Wijnaldum. When people used to cuss Wijnaldum all the time, that's what he used to do. The legs in midfield, the second the ball dropped for second balls, he would nick it and play again. We haven't got that. And that's the difference between us and Man City. Man City get goals from midfield and they stop counterattacks. They've got legs. I look at us and I was thinking, we just look like second place again. We just look like no legs in midfield. You can always score against us. You can always. And that's not from a defense. That's from a midfield.
Bro. Are we not forgetting the injuries? If you never had the injuries you had, you win the game. No,
100%. But as a bigger problem, Tobias, I just think that if you look at even the players who are injured, the legs are not there. They're not there. The legs are not there. When you play against the top sides to win leagues and Champions Leagues and to be consistent over 38 games, I just think there is no legs in midfield. And this has been a problem for a couple of years. Ox can't stay fit. What you said, he can't stay fit.
Gomez.
Yes, I hear what you're saying, but Gomez is on the pitch. He's fit. Ox is not fit. But Naby Keita's not fit. They've got no legs. There's no legs in the team.
Wasn't Keita on the bench?
That guy was. He had an illness for 2 weeks. What kind of fucking flu he had? The guy was ill. He ain't played all season. Like this guy. Like what? I'm tired of hearing that guy get. Just get rid of him. I'm tired of seeing that guy always injured or ill. I've never seen a guy being injured or ill in my life, bro.
I've not come on here, and I'm here seeing smiles. I'm not seeing no flags in the back. Where's Chrissy's stuff? Where's the shirt?
It's in the wash.
1906 is without a shirt, my guy. When is that? Usually had these Liverpool pajamas on or something. What's going on? The game, no game on tonight. No game.
You know what?
I'm drinking red.
Tell the truth, I thought Liverpool played well. Overall, I think they were dominant. But I just see the little chinks in the sense of where you play against the teams who have less of the ball. I just think if I'm a manager of a team who's a lesser side, I'm just saying, listen, we keep it compact, hang in there. We need a bit of luck, but there's going to be chances for us, big chances where we're going to take. And it was a wonderful finish by Zaha, by the way. What a finish.
Yeah, but look at the other chances.
Yeah, but that was other chances from we were 10 men down. We were pushing players up. We were just going for the jugular.
No,
that's
but he had other chances. Like we talk about Zaha. Yeah, great finish.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
That's why he doesn't play for a top club.
Yeah, but that finish, the first goal was quality. That was a quality.
But the other
finish.
chances.
Yeah, but you can't score every chance, bruv. You can't score every chance, bruv. That first one was quality. I don't know about the others, but that goal was top draw. To beat Alisson like that, whipped it bottom corner, side netting, posted in. It's a great finish. But
it was all right.
I just think that great goal by Diaz as well. But I just feel that Liverpool need legs in midfield, need a couple of midfield players. Even if they were that serious, I'm not the biggest fan. I know they want tons of money, but why don't you go and get Declan Rice from West Ham? He's a better version of Henderson. Why don't you go and get Tielemans from Leicester, who is on a 1-year contract? He's got more legs in midfield. Don't mean they're going to start all the time. Why don't you do that? And if you were that serious, why don't you go and get Bellingham as well? Get them all. Liverpool need, in my opinion, Liverpool need 3 midfield players next season, not just one.
When have you done it, though?
But There you go. But that's what we need to do.
Yeah, but we had this discussion, isn't it? Like, you was happy with the model that Klopp churns out stars like Carvalho. You lot were screaming for him to come on. But this is what I said to you, lot. Yeah, you might be in a good space, but you're in a good space because of Klopp. Just like we was in a good space when we had the same owners, but we had Fergie. Unless that system that you're trying to buy players isn't always going to be effective, is it? It's not always going to work. And to maintain, to keep up with Man City, because Man City got it on smash, to be fair. Their transfer activity and how they're doing things right now. People talk about them spending money. I don't believe that's the case anymore. Like,
their recruitment's quality. It's quality.
Like, everything they're doing right now makes sense.
They're going young and quick. They're going young and quick. What they're buying.
No, but whatever they buy, they improve.
It works. But you know, Milner and Henderson, they're on their last legs. Okay, Carvalho's coming in, as Shaq says, a couple more need to come in, definitely. But you're going to need that kind of talisman like Thiago, with the skill that he's got to lead them.
But he's another one that's fitness.
He's always injured. They're always injured.
Well, put the legs around him.
He ain't got no legs around him. But legs around him, but he can't play 10 games in a row. There's none Liverpool players. You know, the whole midfield can't play 10 straight. They can't. They've got 8 midfield players. Not one of them have shown they can play 10 games on the spin. And Hendo can't, bruv. Hendo's got injuries. Hendo can't.
Well, Carvalho hasn't been given the chance yet, and I know
he's not. You can't say that. You can't just put him in. I'm talking about the established midfield players, which is Henderson. That is Milner. Yeah, but why are you gonna put Carvalho in there? He's not an established player, so you can't talk about him.
Doesn't need to be. He's a lot better than Milner right now. A lot better than Milner right now.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the midfield players who have been at Liverpool for a year, 2 years, and upwards. You can't put Carvalho in that same sentence. He's just come.
Stop disrespecting Milner, by the way. I'm not having that.
No, I love Milner. Well, I'm just saying, none of them play 10 games in a row.
From what I saw tonight, I look at Milner's game from what I saw tonight.
But Milner changed the game against.
I saw him shaking his head with his passes, his touches. In the first half, he was like all over the place. All over the place in the first half. Watch it again.
Maybe I wanted to watch it again, but I thought at the midfield players, he was the best.
Watch play. You talk about legs. Watch players run past him in the first half.
Yeah, but that's not just him. That's all of them.
No, but what I'm saying,
Palace, of all the teams, Palace are gonna they've
got legs everywhere. They're very athletic.
Palace always do us for speed.
That's like an ultimate team business where you just buy a bag of pace and strength.
Yeah, Palace always do.
Bag of runners, terrorizing.
I think it's the only team that really can for pace.
Yeah, but I think there's more teams in midfield. I think if you look at the midfield players, bar Man United, in general, they all got legs in there. If you look at the whole of the team.
Stop. I'm drinking red wine. I've got a white top on. All right, stop.
I'm just saying, in general,
you know what?
Everyone's got legs. Everyone's got legs.
It's taking you like 40 minutes to bring up Man U. Usually that's at the forefront of your mind.
No, but that's coming. But it's the first game. Don't worry, it's coming. We've got a half an hour section on Man United.
Yeah, we can come. I'm ready for you, man.
But yeah, it's 2 games, 2 points. We're 4 points behind Man City already. I know Man City usually start slow, and it's scary. They started on the house on fire, and we're 4 points behind them already. It's just lucky we've got the team who's bottom of the league next week to get us up and running. Luckily.
Hopefully we play with 10 men.
We'll beat you, man.
Don't lose or draw that still. Don't lose or draw that.
But yeah, disappointing result for Liverpool. Who do you give man of the match to? For anyone on both sides, any.
Nunes.
Diaz. SP Diaz.
It was a great goal.
Yeah.
Goal
he was an engine all game.
He was very good. He was really good. Very good. But yeah. Palace Liverpool drew. Shocker result for Liverpool. All right.
Talk to me. In terms of where you're finishing in the league, still.
I still think we'll finish. I said top. First? I said top. Right. I'm going to keep it. I know you can change after Christmas. I might change But yeah, I've got Liverpool top. I still think we'll come minimum second because I don't think the other teams are that great. But yeah, draw for us. All right. Predictions. We usually do the Premier League predictions. So the week before was myself and 1906 getting 3 points each because we got 5. Tobias didn't put his in because the arrogance of Tobias didn't put his.
This new point scoring system.
Bruv, let me tell you, if you get the most points, you get 3 points. If you draw, bruv, listen. If you draw,
last year was it the same scoring system?
Yes, it was. It was.
It wasn't.
If you draw the same amount of points with the next person, it goes down to who got the correct result. Yeah, correct score. Sorry, the correct score line. No one got the correct score line. People got the correct result. So me and 1906 get 3 points each. This week,
is this how bad it is? Yeah,
this 3 points each. This week we done the predictions. We was waiting for the Liverpool game, and with 1906, we do 1906's. 1906 you got 4 points. 1906, yeah, because you went for a away win. For Everton, no points. You went for a draw with Arsenal, no points. You went 2-1 Newcastle. I mean, you went so much away wins, which is bonkers. No points. Man City, 3-0. They won 4-0. Got 1 point. 2-1 Southampton, which was a draw. You got no points. You said 2-1 Fulham, which was a draw. No points. You said 2-1 Brentford. You got a point for there. You said 2-1 Spurs. You got a point there, and it says 2-1 Liverpool, which it wasn't 2-1 Liverpool. It was 1-1 Liverpool, and you didn't get a point. So you got 4. So you got 4 points, 1906, yeah? That is absolute trash.
Tobias, smile, man. You look confused.
I'm looking at this. This is all nonsense.
Bruv, they're the results. 4 points, yeah?
I'll take the 4.
I said 1-0 Villa.
11
point. I got 11 points. The Liverpool wasn't 3-1, so it's not 11. It's 8. So 2-1. So 1-0 Villa, I got 1 point. 2-1 Arsenal, I got a point. I said a draw with Brighton Newcastle, I got a point. I said 5-0 City, it was 4-0, I got a point. I said 2-2 Southampton and Leeds, I got 3 points for that. 2-1 West Ham, I didn't get a point. I said a draw with Chelsea and Spurs, I got a point. And I said 3-1 Liverpool, didn't get a point there. So I got.
So you got 3 points next to Liverpool then?
I know, because I thought we would win, innit? So I done it. I done it earlier. But we did. So I put that in early.
Don't kill me.
There's the stewards on that, isn't there? There is definitely the stewards.
I put that in early. But yeah, I got 8 points. So the prediction table, so the table shows that, I'm on 3. That was 3 points. That 1906 was on 3. Tobias and French on 0. But it's changed now. So I'm.
You know what you should do? You should put up a league and put up games played to show the true reflection of this. Because
bruv, that's not my fault, bro. You didn't put them in it. That's not my fault, bruv. So now this week's
it never says that on a trophy, does it? Games played.
That's it. Games played. Don't go by that, mate. So
you boys would know. You boys would know.
Hey. Right. So I've got 6 points. 1906 is on 3. Tobias and Frenchie are on 0. All right, let's get into it. So talked about Liverpool. Let's talk about the favourite part of the section. What's going on at Manchester United? 4-0. All right, Tobias, I'll go straight to you. Yeah, that's your team. 4-0. First of all, let's talk about Ten Hag. Does he have to have some sort of responsibility for the team he picked?
Definitely. He's not at fault for this anyway. Like the blame laid at Ten Hag's door. I like Ten Hag. I wanted Ten Hag over Poch. So I'm not going to start killing him, but he's been very naive in the teams he's picked. How he's trying to play, because I said early on when we knew we was getting him, I hope Ten Hag doesn't come in and think he can play his way straight away. I don't want to see that. Because
and another thing, before I don't want to cut you, just one other thing. Has he showed a bit of arrogance where he's thought? Because I know a lot of managers think they can get the best out of other players. he's seen this from afar in a sense of what the players have been doing. This has been going on for even before Ollie. As he said to himself, you know what, I can make these players better with his slight arrogance, where top managers who have got a better CV than him couldn't get a tune out of these players.
I thought he was more ruthless in what he's shown because he sort of set his standard out immediately when he come in and Ralph went and he said, well, I'm going to judge these players from what I see, and they finished second the season before, so did all of that. You fell into the Glazer trap because now you're saying that anyway, and the Glazers are probably thinking, well, so you're calm with the squad you've got. Come in and set your stall out straight away. Do you know what I'm saying? These men ain't good enough. Call them out. Get rid. Like you fell into the trap of keeping Maguire captain. He may not have. He can't really go to anyone because we lack leaders in the team anyway. But you should have just gave it where it just goes around the clock, mate.
100%. I agree because you know what, with Ten Hag, I think for the first time at Man United manager, he's had a free hit on everything.
Yeah.
So no matter what he does,
going to support him in what he does.
Everyone's going to support him. So the first thing he could have done and went, you know what, Maguire, dead, get rid of you. You're not captain. I'm giving it to so-and-so. The hair, not good enough with your feet. If the way I want to play, you're not good enough. See you later. Fred and McTominay, out, play the kids. And if you can't get his midfield players in, it's fine. But he could have done that.
The first game against Brighton, he played Fred and McTominay.
Which is bonkers.
Maguire and Martinez. You brought Martinez and Ericsson. You brought them in late in the window.
And put them straight in.
Like, what pre-season have they had? Like, I don't know what's going on. Yeah, Martinez might have had a pre-season in a way, but
you don't throw him in the deep end like that. You don't throw him in the deep end like that. You let him watch.
No.
You let him watch.
And then Varane, again, our best defender. He might not be fit.
Can I say, was it who came off at half time in that game?
Martinez, Shaw.
Wasn't it? Subbed him.
Martinez and Shaw came off.
He made three.
Is it free? So Martinez, Shaw, and McTominay come on for Fred.
That's what he thinks of him.
But again, like...
but he killed him.
Why don't you play Garner? Again, you got that free hit. Garner played that. He might not be good enough. I'm not saying he's good enough.
Play him.
Why not see? We know already that Fred and McTominay aren't good enough. And they're definitely not good enough together. Whether or not you can make a decent player out of one without the other, I'm not so sure.
You can't. They're not good enough.
But it's been proven factually that they can't play together. And another thing, Van de Beek is shit, bro.
Yeah, he can't get a game.
Van de Beek is shit.
Must be
like, I don't want to hear, like,
it must be terrible.
That guy's name again.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Like, how
many managers has he survived?
Bro, not even how many have not played him?
This manager made him, and he still can't get a game.
This man put him on the Ballon d'Or list. Ballon d'Or list. He can't get a game over Fred and McTominay or Ericsson after he's had a full pre-season.
You know what I'm saying? You know what? Ten Hag showed a lot of arrogance.
You've not made any form of changes. Like Rashford's been proven not been playing well. Bruno hasn't played well for a while. All these Shaw is another one.
Shaw's terrible.
6 months.
Oh, mate.
Or maximum a year of decent football since
6 months. 6 months in 8 years.
He's nearly been there, what? 9
8 years. 8 years. Is it 9 years?
He's nearly due his testimonial.
No, that's bonkers.
Like, what improvements have you seen from Shaw? He has regressed. Like, where he's no better than what he was when he first come through at 17, 18.
You know what? I think Ten Hag has shown a bit of arrogance. He thought he could get these guys playing. He's underestimated the Premier League.
And
he has to because for him to do that, and he had a free hit. He had the free hit. He had a card. He could have got rid of everyone.
And now you can't do it.
No, you can't do it now. No. So you've killed it. Yeah, you can't do it now.
Do you remember when I said I think it was last season, towards the end of last season, all right, obviously you can't scrap the whole team and all that, but start bringing in some of those kids. If they fail, they fail, but start bringing them in.
You couldn't do it at that time.
Mix them up.
You couldn't do it at that time. It wasn't the right time to do it.
This is the right time.
This has been the perfect time to do it.
This is the right time now.
Yeah, especially.
It's so wrong.
Especially, think about it. If you're unhappy with the transfer activity, then prove it. and play the youngsters and just
100%.
say, I'm not playing you, man. Like,
Totally.
if you've got to telling me that this is what I'm keeping, they're not playing for me. Simple. And then we're falling into the same trap of, look at the players we're looking at now. Rabiot might be better than what we've got. No, but Rabiot, don't get me wrong. Rabiot might be better than what we've got.
But bro, no one's him because he's a baggage, bro.
But this is what I'm trying to say. But you're bringing in the same personality of what we've just got rid of. We just got rid of a Pogba and a Lingard and all them characters there. So you're falling for the same trap of bringing that same sort of player in. It makes no sense.
It's the first time in my life, right, and I'm a bit older than you boys, but it's the first time in my life I've heard a club is after a player. The fans have come in and said, nah. And then the player got scrapped.
It's mad. It's mad. It's mad.
Listen,
there's no structure. Like we've been saying this for years. There's no structure. And I feel for Ten Hag in the sense of quality. I think he's maybe put down the players he wants.
I don't feel sorry for him because I thought he was stronger than what he was. You think you can do that to Conte?
No, you're crazy.
Do you think you can do that?
Conte leaves. Conte resigns now. Conte resigns now.
And this is what Ten Hag's got to think about doing.
Yeah.
Because if that's what you're saying, if this is the route we're going, that you've not got what you was promised, then walk.
Yeah.
Do you know? Because otherwise it will always remain the same. You're gonna be like Ralph. Because Ralph exposed the thing. This is why I liked Ralph.
Yeah.
Everyone said Ralph, but Ralph was true to what he's saying. Them man need an overhaul. They need 8 men minimum. We got 3.
Open heart surgery. That was his. Open
heart, The whole character is mad. We haven't mentioned for a while, like how much money all of these guys are on as well. It's a shambles. Mad. Like this is nuts. We can't sell players. We can't buy players. What are we doing?
Yeah.
We're just here in the abyss.
It's a structural thing. It needs to be stripped from top to bottom. We'll be saying this.
And they got rid of the one man that was telling it how it is, and that was Ralph.
Yeah,
Ralph, bro. Ralph was in there to just wreck the place.
But you know what? I don't know what it is. But the thing is, the thing is, I think they were saying that Ralph has gave basically a dossier to Ten Hag to say his opinion what the problems are at Man United, but he said he hasn't read it.
Mad.
So he's got in with an arrogance. Yeah, he's got there with an arrogance that he's going to do it and he can make these players better. And he could do the whole thing.
If we can see it as mere supporters,
he's been seeing it. He started the tenure at Man United early, and from afar, you've seen these players kill managers.
But that's the thing, though. He's gone for everyone he possibly could, and he's getting knocked. He's getting knocked in the transfer market by the Glazers or whatever. So he's having to do with what he's got.
Who you spent your time on? You spent your time on De Jong, Anthony, and Timber. Like we needed more than that anyway.
Yeah,
true.
So where the others? Do you know what I mean? Ericsson's a free signing. Malassi you hijacked from, was it Leon?
And 7 players from your team from last year have gone.
Yeah.
So no matter if they're rubbish or not,
you've
got to replace 7. You've got to replace 7.
You've got to make up the numbers. Unless you're going to play, unless you're going to say to the kids that you're coming through.
You're coming through, yeah.
Only way.
But I don't.
But the thing is, he could have, like we've said, he could have put Gardner in. He could have put, what's the other one? The one the physio goes around and tries to kick people.
Hannibal.
Hannibal. He could have played the winger.
Iqbal would have been playing in so he's been showing form.
You could be playing all these kids, and you could have went in there and made an example out of someone.
Yeah.
You bought a left back and don't play him. Why do you put if it's not Harry Maguire, example out of Shaw? You're not playing. Regardless what happens, my left back's playing, or I'm going to bring another kid in. You're not playing. He needs to make an example out of one of the big boys and shot them in this transfer window.
But this is why he's naive again. Look at the first 2 goals. Yeah. We're treating De Gea like he's Edison or Alisson.
Yeah, I know. It's
We've got 2 centre halves sitting either side of the 6-yard box.
Who can't play?
Who are meant to, Martinez is meant to be a ball-playing defender. Harry Maguire is meant to be a ball-playing centre half. But you're giving the ball to De Gea, who can't play with his feet.
Yeah, it's mad.
How does that make sense? He can't. This is why he's third choice for Spain, because Spain play out from the back. He can't do. I love De Gea, but I know his limitations.
So do I.
And the thing is, in like this new age way of people playing from the back, you need to be a world-class goalkeeper. You need 4 things. Can you demand your box? Are you good on 1v1s? Are you good with your feet? And are you a good shot stopper? De Gea's only good at 1. Can't. He's not good with his feet. Doesn't command his box. Not good at 1v1s, but a world-class shot
He's
stopper.
decent at one-on-ones.
No, he's not. I see him when he comes out. I don't. When he goes one-on-ones, what I see about the other top goalkeepers, I don't see he's going to save it. I think he's one. But he's not good. Mate, if he's good enough, you can't win or challenge for the top prizes.
The problem is play. You can't play that way if they're not good enough. It's not just De Gea that's not good enough in that way. It's all of them. Maguire done the same shit. It's not just De Gea. It's all of them.
I hear you.
But if you're putting the onus on De Gea, them 2 goals, he shouldn't have been put in them positions because they're pressing us anyway because they know we're not good enough on the ball. And they definitely know that De Gea is not good enough on the ball. But why doesn't De Gea pass it to one of the ball-playing centre-halves instead of the other way around?
And I understand that. And I fully agree. But like I said, it's the arrogance of Ten Hag. Think he can turn these players into players what they can't, the things what they can't do. But before he should have wants to play this style, before he actually signed a contract, he should be telling the hierarchy, I need a spine. I need a goalkeeper can play if I'm going to play that way. I need a centre half that can play. I need a midfielder that can play. And I need another striker with Ronaldo. He should have done that before I sign a contract. These are the 4 players I want.
Yeah,
and there's B and C. This is what I want.
This is why I say to him, he's weak because
he is.
Conte ain't coming in playing.
No chance. No, not even none of the top managers, not the elite managers.
Mourinho couldn't get rid of Dele. Conte come in, you're not playing.
No, straight away, not playing for me. Not
right. Forget all of this trying to give them. Forget that.
Straight.
No chances. No chances.
Straight. That's what Rashford is like. Dele Alli. How is he still there?
He make a beast out of Sessegnon. He'll make a Sessegnon like a Victor Moses.
Yeah, 100%. Because Sessegnon wants to learn and Sessegnon wants to play. These men are on too much money already. Yeah, he's got attributes. These men are on too much money already. Like they're talking about his agent and Montreal putting it out there that PSG want Rashford. I'm hearing that is that because he wants a new contract.
So you're telling me Rashford's playing ahead of
contract.
Rashford's contract. No, bro. Look at this like realistically. Rashford's playing ahead of Mbappe, Neymar, and Messi. Yeah.
I don't get it.
No, is that what we're saying? So Rashford's going to stand up there on the left-hand side like Mbappe, throwing his hands up and not running. Rashford, yeah? Cool. Say no more.
No, it's bad.
Yes.
It's bad.
I would have said, But PSG, tell me what you're willing to offer, my guys. Ask them what they're willing to offer me right now. Because effectively, we got a contract extension on him. So we potentially got him for 2 years.
Yeah.
So if PSG want him and you can get 50, 60 million for him right now, take that, my guy.
I thought like we said, we're going around in circles, but I thought Ten Hag was better than that.
I thought he was better.
I thought he was going to make an example out of just one, even if it's not Harry Maguire. One player needed to make an example to say, I'm not playing about. I'm getting Man United back to where we were.
Can I just ask, though, for you, T, would you say, at what point would you say Rashford's form dipped? Was it pre-Ronaldo? Post-Ronaldo?
Listen, I remember, I always bring up this one time. Rashford was flying. Then in pre-season, there's one pre-season, I can't remember what it was. And there was either a snap or Instagram shot of Jesse Lingard, Rashford in Dubai. And in the bedroom there was a bottle of Deserrano on the side. And he was young at the time. His mentor was Jesse Lingard and the Pogba's, etc. It was downhill. It was always going to be downhill. That's the problem that we, the youngsters that come through, have learned off the likes of the Pogba's and the Lingard.
And he hasn't had the right managers. He's had Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He hasn't had. I feel for him.
When he was doing bits, he had Van Gaal. Van Gaal was the right man for him at the right time.
But do you feel like he has to take some sort of responsibility for himself as well? Even if the manager's there, he hasn't progressed one bit.
You see the running stats. there's no. How can you be losing 4-0 and they still outrun you?
Outrun you. That's mad.
That's mad.
That's mad.
That is mad. So this is why there's no leaders in the team. When De Gea lets that goal in, it's like every head went down.
Yeah.
Like that. Instead of someone going to get the ball, like get up, man. It's like he scored this early. This is Brentford, man. Get the ball, bro. Like, what? It's not that serious. But you knew as soon as that first goal went in,
it was done. It was done.
It was panic.
It was done.
Like everyone was looking to blame someone. Thank you, De Gea. It's your fault.
I do like the way Ronaldo is still trying to win the fans back and it's like rallying the team after every goal.
Ronaldo, man. Like you can't hate. We know Ronaldo's Ronaldo. Ronaldo's a selfish player. I'm not going to hate Ronaldo for being selfish. He's not a Man United supporter. He's a Lisbon supporter. What Lord did, like? Yeah, he come here, bang goals. He done what he was paid to do. He went away to Real Madrid. So what loyalties does he have to Man United? He didn't come through that you for nothing. Like, what do you expect from someone that wants to leave a legacy in his own way?
I want to play Champions League football.
Yeah,
that's
all he wants to do.
And he's so
he has to be in the limelight. Yes, he's still in the limelight.
As a fan, it's not great because you want him to stay, and you don't want it. But realistically, it's Ronaldo. Like, what loyalties does he have? He come back, try the thing, cool.
That's should let him go. I think they should let him go and just start your front to back all over or back to front all over again.
But the thing is, in my opinion, I don't think Ronaldo is that much of a hindrance. I believe that there's more there than Ronaldo. Ronaldo would be the last person for me to be getting rid of. Because last season he showed that he scored the goals. It's not a Ronaldo thing. You got to go from the back first. You don't go from front. You go to the back to the front.
That's what I'm saying, from back to front.
And what Ronaldo's always proved that even if he does want to go, he will still try to win.
And he'll start scoring goals.
Even when he wanted to go Real Madrid back in the day, yeah, he might be throwing his toys at the Prem, but put him on the pitch, he's going to do bits because he knows that that's his bread and butter.
It's going to be too long. It's going to be too long a wait for Ronaldo to get those kind of players around him that he needs for him to.
Yeah, and he knows this.
Like to remotely shine.
He knows this. He's like, what?
He hasn't got that pace. He stands there. He does the odd flick every now and again, and everything else, and everyone's wooing and oohing and ahhing. I think it's all over. Get rid.
No, I don't think it's all over. Always said, if you play a system that suits Ronaldo, which with the players we have, that's all that makes sense.
He scores
20. Then he scores goals. Like,
but you ain't gonna have that. You haven't got that. You never have that.
You expect him to start running past Rashford and trying to win the ball back? Are you nuts? Well, Rashford's standing there like some joke, man. Come on, man. Let's be serious.
I make you right. No, I make you right. But that's what I'm saying. I'm saying from the time it'll take for United to get those players that they need to improve, for Ronaldo to exist as Ronaldo, it's going to take way too long.
Why? Because these men don't have talent. So the only thing they must have is application. So if you don't have either of these things, what are you doing?
That's what I'm saying. It's going to be too long to get rid of them. That's like another 3 windows. Ronaldo wants to be around for that.
Yeah, we know this. Ronaldo wants to go. That's
open the door, start again, get someone young, fresh, a little prodigy that you can work on, and start from there.
But what you're saying is you want us to make our team worse for no reason. It's like Ten Hag's not going to want to do that, is he?
It can't get any worse.
But it's not going to get any better without him, is it?
Debatable.
But the thing is,
for who? For who have we been linked to?
That's what I'm saying.
That tells you that they're going to be better than Ronaldo. Who have we been
linked to? The scouts need to be out there and start looking and start.
There's other positions.
Those 906. So if you was Ten Hag and you had to get rid of one big name Man United player, first player you could get rid of, who would you get rid of?
There's only one big name player in United.
So you get rid of Ronaldo. That's the first person you get rid of.
Yeah.
So that's the first person you get rid of.
I would.
Wow. All right, Tobias. If you was Ten Hag, the first player to get rid of.
No, not first player, first big name. You said.
Well, the big name. What they all big names. They've got big names in it.
Like, no one's got a brand name in United. No one's
all right, senior player. Then. All right, senior player.
In United.
Senior player. if you had to get rid of one senior player?
Me or you talking?
Tobias. Yeah,
Maguire. I said Maguire.
Okay.
If it's senior player, it's Maguire's got to be.
Yeah. Same with me. I'm Maguire or Luke Shaw. I think Luke Shaw, McTominay could be any. But
no, but McTominay's not senior enough.
No,
like, if you're looking at that's not a big enough statement. McTominay is McTominay, and he should be a sub anyway. Like, if we're looking at someone, a statement that you've come in, you set your stall out, you're doing what you're doing. The minimum you do is strip him of the captaincy. How is Varane staying on the bench?
Bruv, I strip him of the captaincy and give the armband to Varane, and you're my first choice. Even if you're injured, you're still captain, because you are a Champions League World Cup winner. You're a born winner. You know how to win. These guys don't know how to win, so you're going to be our captain because you are a winner, and I want you to stay here for the long term. And we're going to build the team around you at the back.
Wrap you up in cotton wool, treat you like Paul McGrath. If you don't have or Ledley King, if you're not training because you should be naturally fit anyway, you don't train 2 days.
That's it. And you play.
Like, you got to wrap these men in cotton wool. They probably got Varane out there doing like doggies and that.
100%. And I'll be saying to Maguire, I'm going in a different direction. You're not going to play. You need to look for a new club.
Then I'm calling straight on the phone to Newcastle and saying, look.
Yeah, there you go. You can have a 40 mil.
Give me 40 mil.
40 mil, you could have it. And Newcastle were suckers like that, and they'll buy him.
Yeah, like 40, 50 mil max if
he was there. There you go. And I would rather not have a centre half.
And I'll take 35% of his wages as a sweetener.
Straight. You just let him go.
For the remainder of his contract, bro.
Just let him go. Just let it go. And that's what Ten Hag should have done. And it's bonkers to me that he's not done that. And
because
he had
Maguire
a free
done
hit.
The first pass that led to the first goal anyway. That gave the same pass to Eriksen. And he went off for a throw-in, and then De Silva scored shot and De Gea should have saved it. But that first transition, Maguire made the mistake.
Yeah.
Is what De Gea done, passing the ball to Eriksen in that way. It's just like
shit.
And even then, you're playing Eriksen in the 6
against an aggressive Brentford who are fresh. The leagues are starting.
Hold on, can I just go back to what Shaq was saying, just to clarify? Because you say big name. Maguire's always been shit. He's always been shit. And is the big name only because of his salary?
No, because he's not even but it's not a big name in the sense of big name. I'm going by a senior player, so he's a big name for Manchester United.
Big name, he cost 80 million.
He cost 80 million pounds. He's the world's most expensive defender.
He plays every week for England. And
for his salary.
What are you on about, bruv?
I know.
No, I'm just saying, is he a big name because of his salary, because of his talent?
He's a big name, but he's just a big name because he's played. He's the most expensive defender, so he's a big name, right?
And he plays for England. And England, got to the Euro final and the World Cup semis.
So he's a big name. So he's a big name for Manchester United. He's a big name player. So he's a senior player.
All right.
So I'm thinking, who's the first player to get? To me, it'd be him or Luke Shaw. And more likely be him because I think the fans will back me. And I think you need to give that changing room a big shock.
Big coach, just a shock to the
system. Shock like, listen, we're not here to play games. He's gone. Look at when
nothing's changed, is it? Nothing's changed. What has changed? What has changed in that dressing room?
If you look at the top managers, all right, Tuchel spends £100 million on Lukaku, doesn't work. What happens? Gets shotted. Conte comes in. Dele Alli, all people talk about Dele Alli, him talking about can he get Dele Alli back? He said, fuck that, I ain't getting no one back. See you later. You go. Let's
talk about keeping Kane.
Yeah, that's it. Keep it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then Klopp comes in when he first started. Liverpool spent £30 million on Benteke. He was a record signing. Second he came in, see you later. Not good enough for me. Duck. See you later. See you later. Gone. Pep comes in. Joe Hart was the England saviour, the England's number one. Firstly, you can't play with your feet. Duck. See you later. Make an example out of everyone. I'm not playing about. Everyone can get it. Ferguson used to do it. Fergie used to do it all the time. Look at when he got rid of Stam. Stam was the best defender on the planet. He used to bully everyone. Stam tried it. All right, see you later. Shot to Lazio.
Look when he got rid of Hughes, Kanchelskis and Ince.
When you got rid of Van Nistelrooy. You're chatting shit with Ronaldo? Yeah, see you later. Duck. Go wrong.
As you say, he's missed a chance because now we're coming against us. He has to stick with the same kind of.
He has to.
He has to.
Even if he played the kids against Brentford, got battered, and played the kids against Liverpool and lost, fans will say, you know what? We're still with Ten Hag because he's not playing these shit players and he's playing the kids and he's making a statement to the board that I want the players.
Yeah, I want the players.
Or I'm going to play the kids and we're going to keep on losing until I get the players. And that's what he should have done.
He's going to have
the fans are with him. All the fans are with him. But he's still playing these guys, which is mad to me.
The thing is, it will have to do it at some stage, but he should have done it under his own steam.
No, but it's not going to work now. It's not going to work. It's too late.
Yeah,
it is. If you do it now, you've lost everyone.
Yeah,
exactly.
After that, it's too late. It's too late now. It's too late. He didn't have to do that beating there. It's too late because people are making question marks, even with the Martinez. To me, he's too little to play in the Premier League, in my opinion. But
to me, you don't play him straight away.
No, you don't, and you don't play him against Ivan Toney and Malumbu at Brentford. You sit on the bench and watch. You sit on the bench and you watch that.
And
this is what you're coming against every week.
But
these men are aggressive, strong. They're going to run you all day. They're going to give you no minutes peace.
Even worse, Maguire come out and said that they lack cohesion, him and Martinez. So he's coming out and blatantly saying that.
And you're the captain.
What you been working on?
So, bro, and you play them again the next game. Madness. This is
guy's a clown. Absolute clown. But yeah, long may it continue, Man United, you know.
Long may your results continue because...
You know why? We ain't lost it. We're not like you. We ain't lost it.
2 points. 2 points, yeah? Big fish.
Check your cliffhanger, mate. Your cliffhanger.
How did you lose the league last year? By the draws. The draws have
100%.
always been the one that kills you.
Yeah,
even
because
in that COVID era.
100% because our midfielders can't score goals. I've been saying this for years. Our midfield players can't score goals.
I'd rather Man U take 2 losses and 1 win over 2 draws and a
100%. I agree. I agree. That's going to kill Liverpool again because what's going to happen, I can see it. We're going to have a slow start, it looks like, until we get our players back. And then we'll go on a massive run. You can see it. 14, 15 games on the spin and win 15 games and win 13 of them and cut the league to about 5 points. Might beat Man City at Anfield and it's 2 points and we will lose it on the last couple of weeks of the season. You can see it happening. And because until we get midfield players who can score goals, that game against Palace today, even with 10 men, Man City would have won that game. A midfielder would have scored. A Gundogan would have made a run, a third man run, or De Bruyne would have made a moment of magic, or Bernardo Silva would have played. I just look at the differences between Liverpool and Man City. Everything is quite even, but the massive difference is midfield. I don't think there's one midfield player in Liverpool's team that Pep will take if they're available. Not one. And I don't think one will get in. And I don't think one, and that's including Thiago or Fabinho.
Think about it. It's a surprise that Thiago went to you lot on that city. Does that not tell the story?
There you go, and that's Pep's boy.
That's Pep's
boy. Pep brought him through the youth system at Barcelona and played it and took him to Bayern.
Whereas, what you think, Man, you would have allowed that to happen just to make you guys weaker. He'd have took it.
Yeah, 100%. And I think that's the difference. I don't think there's one midfield player in Liverpool's team gets into City. Maybe Fabinho. That's a toss up between him or Rodri, but. I don't think Rodri. I don't think Pep will take Fabinho over Rodri.
Rodri's doing bits at the minute, by the way.
So
he might have to fight for a place, but I can see him in that City squad.
No, but I'm not talking about the starting 11. I'm talking about the starting 11. There's not one midfield player Pep will say guaranteed I'll put in my team then in Liverpool's. There's not one. There's not one. None of them. Thiago, Fabinho, none of them can get into Man City's team.
Valia?
None of them. None of them. Everything else is quite similar. None of them. That's my opinion. I think Liverpool's midfield next year, they don't need one because they think Bellingham is going to be the saviour. They need 3. To me, they need 3 midfield players next year. They need a midfield player to compete with Fabinho. They need a midfield player to rotate with Thiago. And they need a midfield player to replace Henderson.
But that means Klopp's got to be ruthless.
He has to. He has to.
And I think this is how he found it difficult at Dortmund on that time when
they were on losses. Yeah.
Yeah, is that it's easier for him to be ruthless when he first comes in. But I don't think he's ruthless enough with the.
He's very loyal.
Once he builds a relationship with players.
Yeah, because he's a very emotional guy.
Yeah, you can argue that Hendo could have been
done already.
Yeah.
But
you could argue that if you got want to get there, I would have thought that they would.
But in Klopp's defense, which is another thing as well, we're going to go in a roundabout. In Klopp's defense, he may even say, listen, Keita should have been the Henderson replacement. But that guy can't stay fit for like 4 years. But forget about if he's crap or not. But that was supposed to be the player to replace Henderson. And even if he wasn't that great, if he stayed fit, he would have played more games than Henderson.
But this is where Fergie was different, because let's look at Varane. Like when Fergie knew he got it wrong, Fergie, there ain't much time left, and he will cut his losses. He will take the loss.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? He will be like, cool. Like even Forlan, he said, you know what, it ain't working from here, but he'll go away and score a ton of goals.
Yeah, and be a star.
I ain't got that time to wait.
So do you think it is a thing where Klopp's thinking, well, hold on, I don't want to go down as, Keita was one of my mistakes. I want to still breathe some life into him
maybe, but he's a bit...
even if he needs a defibrillator.
And the thing is, I love Klopp, and you know what I think about Klopp, but the only flaw I have in him is that he's very loyal to his players, too loyal. Like he gets, like Tobias said, he gets into a relationship with them and he likes them as the person, where I think with Ferguson, he detaches himself from the person. It's business, strictly business. A bit like Conte as well, strictly business. And I think
Fergie was the original can man.
Yeah, like anyone can get it. There's no one's safe. Anyone can get it.
I love Roy.
Anyone.
But look how he treated Roy, bro. Like
I was about to say that.
Yeah,
I was about to say that. Look at that hate relationship. Bit of love, bit of more hate relationship them two had. But yet Roy still came out and performed every game.
No, but it wasn't that. It was just that when it was the time where Fergie thought that Keane wasn't able to adapt to the new personalities of players coming through.
Yeah,
and he thought he knew it was going to be more of a hindrance than good. Then he said, "You know what? I'm not even letting this go no further."
Yeah, and the thing is, time enough.
And the thing is as well, if you're a manager that's winning and you've got the fans on your side, you can do what you want. You can do what you want, and that's what Ferguson. That's what Ferguson done, because Ferguson win. He won all the time. So if you're winning, the fans are going to be with you no matter what. Whoever gets shotted, they don't care. Yeah. And the fans will be like, raw, he got rid of that man. This manager don't play. Anyone can get it. And the fans will be on his side.
Was Fergie, I can't quite remember, was Fergie a manager that brought on a sub and then took him off?
No, that was Mourinho.
Was that Mourinho? Fergie never did that?
Not that I can recall, unless it was an injury. Not that I can recall.
Okay.
Mourinho was ruthless like that.
Mourinho used to just do that
as well. Conte would do that as well.
Yeah, Conte would do that.
Conte do that straight.
Yeah.
Invite your family down to see you get take off a sub. Come on.
Yeah.
Conte is intense, bro.
Yeah. But that's bad. But yeah, that's going to be a big game for Liverpool. Well, next week we'll chop that up. But it's going to be a big game, Liverpool, Man United, for both teams, to be fair. We'll lose of that. It's peak. But yeah. All right. Winners and losers. We'll go straight into it. All right. Winners of the weekend. What do you think the team of the weekend is?
It's got to be Arsenal or Tottenham.
For the draw.
Just for the last minute, and they're getting battered. I think it's a bit of a massive point bogey team usually. But we'll go to Arsenal. I'll give it to Arsenal.
906?
I don't know. It's easy to say City, really, just for the way they played.
Yeah, but against Bournemouth,
I know, but it was just a style of play. It was very sleek. It was very, I don't know, it was just smooth.
But it was Bournemouth.
It was smooth. I know it's Bournemouth, but it was just how they done them. They turned them inside out.
And the thing is, talking about Man City, this is why they are just that 15-20% better than Liverpool. They just bring the best young striker in the world. They win 4-0. He doesn't score. All midfield players score for them.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
He has about 8 touches.
He has 8 touches, but the whole midfield score. They got an own goal and midfield
For me,
score.
it was just
and
a
that's
very,
the difference.
very
That's the
sleek,
difference.
smooth win. So, yeah, I'm going City.
Well, I'm going to go Brentford. I have to. The Brentford.
Oh, yeah, to be
Brentford.
fair. How can I not go Brentford? I forgot.
Got to go Brentford.
Oh, God, how?
It's got to be Brentford. We just talked
I'm
about
trying to eliminate that from my mind already.
Do you know what? I forgot about it. I totally shut up, City.
Yeah.
Brentford all day long.
Brentford.
Has to be
All
Brentford.
right, so winning team. All right, winning player. All right, player of the weekend.
Jesus.
Yeah, he's good. Great goals. He gives them something different, you know. If he can stay fit for the most of the season, I know it's only 2 games.
You know what it is?
They slightly scare me. To be fair, Arsenal
have a happy bounce in it at the minute.
Yeah, they do. They do.
They're full of beans right now. Everyone's happy, bro. They got a happy squad, and happy squad leads to results.
Results, 100%.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like that's what it is.
Yeah,
confidence is brimming. It shows, man.
I'll go for that one.
You go for Jesus?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Jesus as well. I think he's the key for them. If he can stay fit, he looks a man possessed. I think he looks like a player that is hungry. He wants to play in the World Cup, and he looks like a proper player.
He looks like you know what? Yeah, I think it shows how much of a different level sort of Man City are.
Yeah. You can tell their levels. He
subs come and make man better.
Yeah, it's mad.
These are men that didn't hardly play for them, but they look the part as of now.
But I know. But saying that,
Saliba's
you're very good as well.
About Saliba, I'm pissed that Arteta was softened and allowed Saliba back like he did with Guendouzi. Because he's much better than Ben White.
Yeah, he looks
Ben
very good.
White's a pretty boy version of Maguire, mate.
Yeah, But saying that, going back to talking about Jesus, couldn't Man United try to get Jesus, which is mad? Yeah. And they stayed. You could have sold. They would have sold to you, lot.
I don't think they would. I don't think Jesus would have wanted to come to us.
But this is Man United, man. That's like.
Yeah, but
seriously,
he's a hero at Man City in a way. If he could go Chelsea or Arsenal, London-based,
yeah.
Why not? Why wouldn't you?
Yeah. Maybe I wouldn't look in that deal, man. Come on.
Yeah. Like if it was like he played for Chelsea, then I'd say but we're still semi-rivals without being rivals because there's so much better than that.
I hear you. All right. Loser player of the weekend. I think I'll go first. I'm going for Nunes.
I was just about to say.
I'm going for Nunes because that is just dumb. That's the dumbest shit I've seen in ages. Like, how did you think you were going to get away with that? And it was no need to do it. The guy that's pushed you in the back, you headbutted him, put your head towards him, and he dropped on the floor. You got sucked in, and you gave Crystal Palace a point, and you put pressure on Liverpool, and you're going to miss a free game. You got a free game ban, which is bonkers.
Fucking
Nunes to me is a loser.
Was there any build up to that? Was there any build up to that I missed? Like, was there nigglings going on and all that kind of? Did I say all of that?
I think there was a niggle, but I think Anderson said something to him and kind of like nudged him in the back.
Yeah, and
he just turned around and got sucked in and headbutted him.
I wonder what he said.
He said noodles.
He said noodles.
Man's playing like noodles. Bambi on ice. Man called him Bambi. You know?
Bambi. Bambi, bro.
And Carroll did it again. Oh my god.
So yeah, I'm going for Nunes for loser player of the weekend. That was just dumb. Just let Liverpool didn't win that game because of him. Nunes.
Andy Carroll on Herbalife, yeah.
Killing Nunes, like there's only 2 games in that fucking.
He's killing himself, mate. I'm telling you. He's gonna get.
And the thing is, another thing, you've realised that losing Mane is big. Mane, you realise Mane's sitting in Germany right now, just grinning and say, you see, 100k a week. If you give me the money I wanted,
right,
I most could have stayed because, like I said, Sadio Mane is one of the best wide players in Premier League history. You name all the top wingers, Mane is in that bracket. And for him to leave like that, he's up there. You name them all. The Perez, Robben, Hazard, he's in that bracket. I'm not saying he's better than them. Bale, I'm not saying he's better than them, but he's in that bracket. That's the level of player you're letting go because you could have gave him the money. And you bring in I think Diaz is fantastic, but he's not going to get the same amount of goals as Mane.
He ain't getting shit.
And the two, Mane's been world class from the second he walked into Liverpool, and he's left world class as well, which is bonkers. 6 years of being world class.
Don't get twisted. Mucking around and everything else, but you always give players time to settle in, get to know what's around them, all that kind of thing. Players need to learn his runs, how his style of play is. But from what you just see already, I don't know, I saw elements of cater touches and all them kind of thing going on there. It just sent me back into that.
You talk about Nunes?
I'm talking about Nunes, and it's like you sent me back into that thing of who are you and why did you cost so much? Where did you come from?
You can't kill a player like that.
I can't. What
I'm saying is,
you can't kill him. You can't kill him.
I remember Shaq calling him world class. I remember Shaq calling him world class.
I did not call him world class.
You did.
You
did.
did not call him world class.
You did call him world class.
I did not world class. I did not say he's world class. No, check the tapes, bruv. I did not say Nunes is world class. I said that he has the potential to be world class. I did not say he's a world class.
You said.
I'm not even biting, bruv.
You may have backtracked.
I'm not saying he's world class.
All right, but initially you was like world class.
Check the tapes, bruv.
Don't make me go back.
I think we need to go to the library.
Okay, so Nunes clashed with Anderson, and Darwin Nunes pushed him. 8 seconds later, he just lost the plot. I think you're right, Stu, mate. I think he did lose the plot. He did lose the plot, which is absolutely bonkers.
South Americans for you, man.
Mane has superior defense than any Liverpool player. He made Henderson and Trent look truly decent.
You know what? That's 100%. I was just about to say that his work ethic alone, Mane's work ethic, and the fact that he can play most 100%. Games. When's he ever injured?
And he never injured. And another thing is that his defensive duties in and out of possession is so key. How many times? That's what I'm saying. That's been stopping counterattacks from midfield. He was so key of stopping it and breaking up and sprinting counterattacks. It's like you realize how good this guy is. What a footballer. One of the best wide players I've seen in Premier League history, which is mad.
Yeah, but that was a great shot. So.
It's great shot. All right. Loser, I've gone for Nunes. Tobias?
Nunes all round, isn't it?
Yeah. Nunes.
Actually, saying that, Nunes or
De Gea.
Ten Hag. I was going to say De Gea, but I've got to put that on Ten Hag.
All right. Loser. All right. You go for loser manager. You go for Ten Hag.
Ten Hag.
Yeah, Ten Hag as well. Just playing Martinez. You don't play Martinez against Ivan Toney and them man there. You don't. I think that's bonkers. I think that is absolutely bonkers. That's mad. But yeah. Guys, that's the end. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Who you think are the winners and losers of the weekend. And will you see us on the Thursday night show for the predictions. Tobias 1906, you got anything else to say?
Just come on, United.
Well, bro, we got 2 points on the board. We need to look at ourselves, man. Because if we lose at Old Trafford, it is. You know what? I'm telling you, if we lose at Old Trafford on Monday, it's a alarm bell.
Even if you get a draw, it's a terrible result for you guys.
Because we'll be 6 points behind City already.
You can't start it all off with
even if you get a draw, it's a terrible result.
6 points behind City already, but that's bonkers. It can't happen. We can't lose to Bay United. We can't win. But that's a Thursday show as well. Anyway, but yeah, like I said, guys, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We are Real Talk Football TV, and we are out.